Enjoy this calm before the storm as conditions are expected to worsen as we ramp up into tomorrow's first alert storm day. Let's throw it over to Hutch for the very latest on what we'll be dealing with and how soon. Hutch?
Thank you very much, Mike. As we have talked about this storm the last couple of days, we're starting to see clouds here, but our neighbors to the west already getting snow. We're expecting snowfall as we take a look at some of the impacts of 5 to 10 inches for many. I still think we could see isolated amounts up to a foot in our northern counties. As we take a look, it's going to be the wet, heavy snow. It's going to reduce visibility while it's falling. And for some of us, we have this technical thing going on here where we have temperatures that are warm enough for rain, and there will be areas of freezing rain. Now, that'll make for very slippery conditions. Along with the accumulating snow, you do not want to slide off of a road surface into a ditch that is filled with water. That can be deadly. Rain developing here in the Red River Valley, some of it moderate to heavy. That changes to sleet and snow, and out near Botno and the Turtle Hills, 6 inches reported already as we get started. So as we go into the morning, more and more of us will be seeing that mixed precipitation that you see here. Hour by hour details coming here in just a minute, but tomorrow is a first alert weather day, Mike Morkin, and we'll have the latest on what you can expect in your hometown here in a second.
All right, thanks so much, Hutch. A section of Minnesota State Highway near Ada, Minnesota, which is Highway 9, now stands closed because of flooding. The section is just off of south of Ada. Authorities want to remind drivers it is illegal to travel on a closed road, and those violating the closure can be fined up to $1,000 and could spend 90 days in jail. All access points have been closed in Grand Forks to the Red River. The river levels surpassed 30 feet this morning, and with continued river levels, existing ice jams and debris, the river has been deemed to be unsafe. Driving around a barricade or entering a posted road closed could result in a $250 fine. Authorities remind you to not drive through water on roadways. Meanwhile, the Sorley Bridge on Demers Avenue has also been closed because of Red River flooding. An NDSU student is facing multiple charges after an undercover sexting operation in Connecticut. Authorities say 33-year-old Christopher Brereton drove from Fargo to New Haven, Connecticut with the intent of engaging in sexual activity with a 15-year-old girl. Police say that the investigation started in January when family members saw one of the conversations between the two. Undercover agents set up a meeting with him, and he was arrested upon arrival in Connecticut. He is in jail on $200,000 bond. Court documents filed today shed gruesome details on a murder in Perham, Minnesota, Monday night. 40-year-old Derek Sweary stands charged with second-degree murder, as well as felony possession of a firearm. Police in Perham were called to the 600 block of First Avenue South just after 10 p.m. Monday night for what was described as a disturbance. Authorities say Sweary told them he noticed a .22 caliber gun missing from his bedroom. Documents also say that Sweary later caught his roommate, Brandon Snyder, holding his gun. When Sweary confronted Snyder, he said Snyder would not give the gun back, and the two started fighting. Sweary told officers that during the fight, he grabbed a folding knife and stabbed Snyder in both eyes. Despite Snyder no longer fighting back, Sweary stated he went to get his gun and shot Snyder 15 times. Authorities say Sweary then turned all the lights on, opened the blinds, cleaned up the kitchen of clutter, and contacted authorities. If convicted, Sweary faces up to 55 years in prison. The West Fargo Mall will remain closed through April. The mall initially closed March 19th for the remainder of that month, but after evaluating the ongoing coronavirus situation, has decided to close through April 30th. The pandemic has shut down classrooms around the nation, including the ones in Fargo and West Fargo. Today, those students logged into their virtual classrooms for the first time. Parents are stressing the importance of keeping things simple and making a routine as soon as possible.
It is kind of more difficult, I guess, than I thought it was going to be. Don't make it so like school, because you're never going to be able to actually replicate that type of environment.
Fargo Public Schools says the long-distance learning plan is set up with the teacher adding that they have options for those who don't have technology. The school district says there's a bill in the North Dakota Senate to provide funding for low-income or rural people that don't have access to technology so they can get it. Essentia Hospital is asking for your help in collecting donations for healthcare professionals. A drop-off location has been set up at its South University Clinic. People should pull up to the valet parking loop and stay in their cars. You can leave food, but Essentia says what it really needs are masks, gloves, eye protection, and gowns, equipment that will protect employees during the fight against COVID-19.
It's really hard to know if we're going to have enough to get through the surge that could be coming. And so we are asking the community to help us bring donated items to us so we can make sure we have everything we need.
You can drop off your items every Wednesday and Thursday from 10 until 2 o'clock at the South University Clinic until the end of this month. Later on Valley News Live at 6, Costco is making some changes to help stop the spread of the coronavirus.
All right, we have a winter storm warning in effect for the Red River Valley counties, a watch out in central Minnesota, and a weather advisory for the far west. Your hour-by-hour forecast for a first alert weather day on Thursday is next.
You're watching Valley News Live on TV, online, and on the go. Always on, wherever you are, whenever you need to know. Valley News Live. You're watching Valley News Live on KVLY, your hometown NBC station.
If your heating system is more than 15 years old, that old furnace may be draining your bank account. At Precision, our signature heating systems will improve your efficiency and come with a 10-year parts and labor warranty.
That means if anything goes wrong with your heating system, it costs you nothing. We believe in it so much, we put our name on it.
Now for a limited time, get 0% financing for well-qualified buyers.
Make the right decision. Call Precision.
Get the comfort of pancakes from the comfort of home. Get IHOP delivered or pick it up. From fluffy buttermilk pancakes to savory signature omelets. Go to IHOP.com and get 20% off your first order and free delivery.
Blood is a vital resource. About 1 in 7 people entering the hospital will need a transfusion to survive. But what if it wasn't there when a patient needed it?
Only a fraction of eligible people actually donate blood, and the average donor donates less than twice a year. This isn't sustainable and can lead to blood shortages in our community.
Help end blood shortages and make sure blood is always available by donating 3 times a year. Schedule your donation now at Vitalant.org. That's Vitalant.org.
Did you know local businesses are better at creating higher paying jobs? When you shop local, you support teachers, police officers, and firefighters, among other essential professions. Invest in your valley and buy local.
First Alert Storm Team Weather, sponsored by your Northland Ford dealers.
Let's get right to the headlines here. We've got wintry weather. It's going to turn around and kind of just kick us in the shins as we go through the next 36 hours. It starts tonight, and we're seeing some rain showers pushing in on the FM area. But out to the west, we already have as much as 6 inches of snow. That's happened near the Bottineau area. Throughout Thursday, we're going to have a full day, even into Thursday night and Friday morning, of areas of rain, mixed precipitation, including some freezing rain and sleet, as well as accumulating snow. By Friday midday, this all wraps up, but not before leaving significant snow and some very icy conditions. Something new to Valley News Live. The First Alert Weather Day has been called for Thursday, as we will track this storm system through all of our neighborhoods as we go through the night tonight and tomorrow. And here is a look at the very latest. We've been showing this European model throughout the week, and there's a reason why Hutch continues to show it. It's been the most consistent. And here is a look at how the night goes. Showers, maybe even some rumbles of thunder continue this evening and into the overnight as a first wave of moisture pushes through tonight. Snow continues out west. By the mid-morning hours tomorrow, a second wave of moisture starts to punch its way in. Areas of rain out east, mixed precipitation here in the Central Valley, and still snow out to the west. You're getting the picture here. A complex storm. Any change in the lower atmosphere's temperature dictates whether we get rain, sleet, or snow. And if we get some accumulating ice on the grounds, and I think the best chance of that, basically, Highway 200 and points north, that surface, that ground's still frozen in a lot of places. Down south, we're not as cold at the ground, so we'll likely get more rain in our south and east counties. So we go towards late in the day tomorrow, that line of snow and sleet starts sliding westward, and that trend continues into Friday morning before this system exits for most of us by around the midday hour. So that winter storm warning continues until the midday on Friday. Here's a look at the types of precipitation. First of all, melt it all down. I don't care what kind of things fall out of your sky. Melt it down 1 to 2 inches of moisture over a very widespread area. This will have an impact on our rivers. We'll keep you updated on that. It's not going to be traumatic, but we're already expecting things to get to major flood stage, so it certainly will not help. 5 to 10 inches of snow. Northern portions of our viewing area, straight through the central Red River Valley. I think northern Cass, I think western Cass, Barnes County, and Stutzman County, a good shot at some significant snow totals. Look where Fargo is. 2 to 5 inches of wet, slushy snow. You go farther to the east and things will be warm enough for more rain. Now, the concern for ice. Numerous areas where you see the brighter pink shade here have the potential to get an accumulation of greater than 1/10 of an inch. So factor all these things together. Travel will get treacherous as we go through your Thursday and into Friday morning. We do not want you sliding off of a road surface into a ditch filled with water. That could be deadly. So please, if you can change your travel plans, do so. Snow already taking place. Devil's Lake Basin in the Maddock area, we're likely seeing that transition move right through your porch now. And we have a rain shower that's moderate to heavy moving into West Fargo right now by the fairgrounds. That'll be pushing into Moorhead here in the next 5 minutes. You look out there and you can see the rain showers in the distance. 53 degrees, and we do have rain reported at the Hector International Airport. 50-degree weather here in the southern and central Red River Valley. But look at the cold taking hold out in the Devil's Lake area. That's where it's cold enough for snow. This complex storm tonight could bring some rumbles of thunder. Look at the wind directions, convergence in our area. And then for much of tomorrow, the winds will be northwesterly and westerly, Mike, as we have a couple of waves of moisture that will work their way throughout the day, lasting into Friday midday, with temperatures cold enough for snow, marching their way into portions of Minnesota. Finally quieting down in the afternoon, but not hot. The rest of our forecast period shows some pretty cool weather. Mike, Pam shared this photo from Windsor, and I think our scene in Windsor is definitely going to change as we go through the next 24 hours to 36 hours. Friday, 31 and windy, a cold day with the conditions from the stormy weather exiting by midday for most of us. And then we stay cool, which is good through the upcoming weekend. More unsettled weather as we gradually warm into next week. Mike?